Hi out there in YouTube, it's your boy Josh Shocks,
It's a great test.
and this is another episode of Sports Talk 10 Josh. And on this episode, before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, also leave a comment after this. All right, so on this episode, we're just going to discuss the new Marvel and Disney schedule. They currently right now going through like a writer strike, going it's a lot of drama going on. But I let Tay go. We just gonna go over any updates the
Mm,
scheduling. All right. So I'll let you go
all
first. Go ahead, Tay.
right. As of right now, the ones that's staying the same as of right now for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Marvels are still in November 10th, 2023. That's still the same date. That's the date they're going to stay with.
Mm-hmm.
No push up, no pushbacks, no push ups, nothing. That's just going to be the date they stay the same. Um, as far as Disney Plus shows, Loki is still on its October release.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like we might get X Men, the animation X Men '97, I think this year as well. They might push it back, but also because of editing, but not
Mm-hmm.
because of the strike. So more than likely we still might get it. Might just get it on a later
Yeah.
date.
Yeah. It's supposed to come out winter time. That's the
Yeah,
estimate. Winter 2023. So yeah.
yeah. Then Spider Man, freshman year. That still will be next year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Agatha, Echoes of Chaos. Her Disney Plus show will be still in the first quarter of the year. So it's pretty much December 2023 to January 2024. That's still on
Mm-hmm.
its regular programming. They already pretty much wrap filming that. They're just doing post production. So that's still the same thing. Now we're going to MCU aspect of it. Now these will be movies pushed back, or this will be majority of the pushback. Um, we got Deadpool 3, which has been pushed up from November 8th of 2024 to May
Mm-hmm.
3rd, 2024. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
because high demand, they already filming. It should be wrapped by the time of by the end of this year. So they are filming. This was done
Mm-hmm.
prior to the writer strike. So they're using the script that's already pretty much been written. So that
Mm-hmm.
one's staying. Um, Captain America switched the title. It went from being New World Order to now it's being Captain America's Brave New World, and that has been delayed to July 26, 2024. So
Okay.
that will be pushed back. This is due to the writer strike. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why they pushing this back. Um, Thunderbolts, which that was supposed to have been a summer release of next year. They actually pushed it back to December 20th, 2024. Same exact
Mm-hmm.
reason. Writer strike. No,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't even start filming yet. So it's gonna
No.
be next year. Um, or they will be getting it filming shortly. I think they wait until to see if they're gonna get a okay confirmed on Thunderbolts before they can start filming. Um, Blade. That
Mm-hmm.
we are seeing so many delays with this movie. It looked like officially the script and everything is officially done, but because of the writer's strike, they if whatever they film, they film. They can't do no reshoots until after this whole thing is over with. But as of right now, they pushed it till Valentine's Day 2025. So February 14th, 2025, we should receive Bleed with Mercer Ali. So that should be a good date. Um, it's gonna be long wait, long overdue wait, but I think it's worth it at the end of the day. But yeah, that's gonna be the new date for that. The another highly anticipated Fantastic Four. That has also been pushed to May 2nd, 2025. So they pushed it to a summer release, which they should have did that from the get go, other than having it in November. But I
Yes.
digress.
Yeah. I actually think that was sort of a good movie. That's
Yeah,
that's more of a summer movie.
yeah. So other than them having it out in November of next year, they
Mm-hmm.
pushed it to the summer of 2025. So it looked like, which I'll wait to the end, for that. I was like, look like we might have some stuff for Comic Con for 2024. But
Comic Con 2024 might be the move. I
yeah,
don't know about Comic Con this year. I don't know.
Yeah, it
It's
looked like
because of the
everybody
writer's
pulling
strike.
out.
A lot of no movies. And
Oh,
you said Marvel for Comic Con.
yeah, they pulled out already because like I think a lot of people pulling out.
Ooh,
Like a lot of major
ooh,
project
mm,
productions are pulling out because of the writer's strike, so they can't announce anything. The only thing they can announce is go off what they got right now. So until they
mm,
actually get this writer's strike over with, they can't announce nothing. They can't do it. The only thing they pretty much can announce is the cast and directors. That's it. There's no story.
mm.
They can't say what the story going to be. None of that. So that's how they're going to go with that. So I think they're going. I think 2024 we should have the end of the writer's strike. Excuse me. That we should have the writer's strike end
Mhm.
hopefully, and then Comic Con 2024 should be the big one. You know, like how the first one was after COVID. So we'll see what happens. Because DC even pulled back too. So that's saying a lot right there. Like a lot of the big, Warner Brothers, um, Sony, all of them pretty much pulled out as of right now. So we might get a lot of animation studios, but not a lot of movie production studios at Comic Con 2023. All right. Going back to the MCU, the Avengers first movie, the new Avengers movie, Kane Dynasty, that is pushed back till May 1st, 2026.
Dang.
Which,
Okay.
which that I figured that was going to happen. I think they're waiting for the Jonathan Major situation to conclude, plus the writer strike. So I think they're giving it
Yeah,
enough
I'm pretty
time.
sure they didn't start filming. They probably still haven't started filming that movie
Yeah, they don't have the cast on. Like they really got half of the cast. I mean, they know who the cast going to be per se, but
yet.
they just haven't announced it. So we'll probably know the full cast, and either at Comic Con or they're going to announce it at like D23 or something like that. We'll probably figure it out. That might be
Hmm.
Comic Con 2025, other than 2024. But we don't know. They might not. They might surprise. Who knows? Knowing
Hmm.
Marvel, they surprise people a lot. Then we got the second Avengers movie, which it will be Secret Wars. That will be May 7th, 2027. So
Jeez.
they pushed it
Jeez.
back.
Oh,
So
jeez.
it's still
2027.
it's
That's, ooh,
it's
four
still the
years. That's
year.
like 4 years from now. Jeez.
Yeah, it's still a year between the two projects. It's just not going to be 2025 and 2026. Now it's 2026 and 2027. So it's still in that year from each other moment, but it's just we gonna have to wait a little longer. We knew it was gonna happen. We just knew it was gonna happen. The way they announced it, and we wasn't sure about how they was gonna do the whole writer strike, directors, and all that. So we didn't know. Nobody didn't know the writer strike was gonna be this long. It was gonna take place this quick too. So you know, then the last one I got for the MCU, which is a Sony project, but I still count it as MCU because it's inside the canon. Uh, Spider-Man Beyond Spider-Verse. Um,
Hmm.
the original date of it was March 29th, 2024. They did send out a letter, or some type of statement that has been placed on all social media saying that they are pushing it back to July 10th, 2026, because they have not even done no recording. I think they got a script, but they have not recorded none of the film. So they can't even do any post production, any type of anything because of the strike. So they pushed it back to 2026. Rightfully so, because it took 3 years for them to do this one. So
Hmm.
I was expecting them to probably push this one back a little bit because of animation. So yeah. Disney. This is just straight up Disney Studios. Um, Avatar 3 will be December 19th, 2025. Even though I don't really think they should have a three, but that's just neither here nor there. But um,
Come on, they gotta finish the trilogy. They signed a three movie deal. They gotta finish the deal, man. Come on, man. The last one wasn't that bad, man. The last one wasn't that bad.
yeah, but they actually signed
I
a
think
5 movie.
Nah, I think Avatar they let to the like the buzz and the fizzle ran out. I think it should have came out a little bit sooner. That outside of that,
They waited 20 years to release this one. That's the problem. They waited
was
20
it
years.
20 years? It wasn't 20 years, was it? It was like
Bro,
10 or 15 years or something like that. So,
it was close to 20. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It was close to 20.
you might be
It
right. I don't think it was 20. I look it up. I don't think it was 20, but it was a big. It's been a while.
Yeah, matter of fact, I could check that right there. I
I
swear
don't
it was
think it's been
2020.
20. Avatar 1 came out, what?
Avatar came out
Avatar.
2009. So 2009.
Okay, yeah.
Bruh.
It's been, I thought it was like 15 years. I thought it was like 08, 09, because
Yeah.
I remember
So
I got an idea when it was came. I don't think it's been 20 years. I said 20 years is a long time, man.
yeah, yeah, it's close. It's
Yeah, I
close.
think
It's
they waited
pushing
too
it.
long in the gap. They shouldn't have waited that long. Maybe 5 years.
Exactly.
They would have waited 5 years. It would have hit different. They
Yeah.
waited till like post pandemic, like
Yeah.
where the movie theaters, people not going to the movies. It just bad timing. But
But,
I
but
digress. Let's
yeah, but
continue.
plus now look at it now. They did this movie, right? And now look, now they doing a 2 year window for the next release. Now make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like make that
Cause
make
you
sense.
can't go that far from '09 to like 2020. That's a long time. You don't
That's
put
a
to go
long
that
time.
long.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then the next Disney releases. These are all three Star Wars movies. There's no title, pretty much. They just to be determined Star Wars movies. The first release date will be May 22nd, 2026. That'll be the first one. More than likely, that probably be the Mandalorian universe movie. I think the Dave
Mm.
Filoni movie. It sound like it. Um,
Okay.
then we got the second Star Wars movie, which come out December 18th, 2026. More than likely, this might be like the Old Republic, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's supposed to be that origin of the Jedi's and how that whole the Republic became, how it
Hmm.
became. I think that might be that one because normally if they do in December, more than likely it's a Jedi movie. More than likely if you follow Star Wars, like like how we follow Star Wars. More than
Hmm.
likely, December releases it's a Jedi movie. And then the other third one, the third Star Wars movie to be determined is going to be December 17th, 2027. I think this one might be the one for Ray Skywalker to return. So this might be that one, the 15 years after the Rise of Skywalker storyline. So I think that's
Okay.
going to be that one. And
Okay.
so then we got Avatar 4. That's they got that for December 21st. Oh my goodness, I don't even know why they're gonna wait this long, but December 21st, 2029, and then they got Avatar 5 for December 19th, 2031. So now they're gonna
I
do that
guess.
big jump from four, from 2 years to 4 years, 5 years.
I guess, man. I guess, man. They gotta all that money they spent on it. They might as well get their money's worth. I guess.
Yeah, but so many years, but now you're gonna do another 4 year jump, like you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah, I guess it's a method to the madness. It's not a bad plan. I think it was better than going from '09 to like 2022. That's a huge jump,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's a huge jump. They shouldn't have waited. They should have waited at max 5 years for the next
yeah,
Avatar. The max
yeah.
5 years.
Yeah,
All right.
Nothing against James Cameron and his and like how he directs his films and stuff, but
The reason I say if they would have waited 5 years, because the first Avatar did like $1 billion, worldwide. It had a nice buzz. You don't let that buzz fizzle out when everybody forgot about it.
yeah, especially when he's trying to wait for new technology. I guess that's what he was trying to
Yeah,
do. And I
yeah.
was
But
like,
then you forgot the pandemic messed them up too. If it was pre-pandemic, I think Avatar 2 probably would have done better in theaters.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
then you got the occasional like the DC is staying with their regular till James Gunn take over his thing. So Blue Beetle and um Aquaman staying within their realm. So they staying
Hmm.
in their release date. But yeah, this
Oh,
is mostly
okay.
Marvel and Disney because they the ones that got the most pushbacks as of right now as far as studios. Um, so it looks like it's going to be entertain. It's going to be crazy for these next like 3 4 years.
But yeah,
But
Comic Con 2024 and 2025 seem like it'd be a good move.
yeah,
Comic Con 2024 because you can see like unreleased. Where
mhm,
Comic Con is about to be our tradition that we go visit every couple of years. So
yeah. Because I'm like
All right.
right now, I'm debating because I'm like I know Comic Con's gonna be legit. D23 might be legit too. Too the way
Yeah,
they do, you know.
yeah, you could technically do either one.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do this. They
Depending
might do
on
a
like
little
if
bit
you want
more.
to, it's depending on what you want to do. If you want to see strictly Disney or Marvel, go to
Yeah,
D23. If you want to
D23.
see a
Yeah,
variety of shows and stuff like that,
yeah,
Comic Con will be more. It's more,
yeah. Because I'm waiting to see if they're gonna do like some of them like some of them other network shows like AMC. You know, and I'm waiting to see if they renew their shows and
mm,
wait to see how long they're gonna be. Pushed back because like Interview with the Vampire, I know they got a season 2 coming out. They got approved for that.
mm,
Um, and there was a few other AMC shows that look like it might have a season 2, but because of all this, we don't know when it's going to be released. It might be a 2025 release date. We don't know.
mm.
So now, like you said, now unless you go to these conventions, you go to these type of like these Comic Cons and um in different areas and all that, like New York, Baltimore one, even Awesome Con. Sometimes they would release, not even say release, but they would say release date, or they would tell you the date that they're going to be released. Well, as of right now, we ain't gonna have nothing because they can't announce nothing. So it's
Okay.
gonna be
Hopefully this
interesting.
writer. Hopefully this writer strike ends shortly. Hopefully so.
Yeah, hopefully it ends by the fall because outside of shows that's already done and ready to go,
Mm,
next year is gonna be crazy because it ain't gonna be number reruns until they finish, until they get this thing done. Like
yeah.
literally, now unless they already done it in post production or if they're in release, that's the only way that's gonna work. Outside of that, it ain't working. Like, it ain't working at all. So
All right.
yeah,
All right, I think we're going to end it here, but I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and also make sure you subscribe to us so you get
yeah,
notification. We're going to try to post videos every week and also check out our Secret Invasion old episodes. We're doing
yep,
overviews of that. Episode 1 and 2 is released, so you can check us out. And we are probably going to continue to the end of the season. All right.
yeah.
Peace
We
and
got
hair
six
grease.
episodes. We got 6 episodes. We got 6 episodes. Oh, and before we end, we will. I know people been asking. They've been asking. We still will do our big movie releases reviews. So we still gonna do the Flash. We still gonna do Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And what was the other big release technically?
Yeah. And we also going to do trailer reactions too if any new
Yeah,
trailers come out. So we got a lot going, and then we do discuss sports too as well. So we a little bit more world round. All right,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Peace and hair
It's
grease.